Successful. I am the founder and CEO of the Minority Psychology Network. Thank you so much for having us here today. Dominique was telling me that she was speaking with Dr. Deborah and she thought it would be a great idea for us to speak about MPN. So I'm just so excited to have this opportunity. We've only been around for like a year and a half, and we've been able to make some great strides within that short period of time. So a little bit about who we are. We're a nonprofit organization who works to break the stigma in minority communities. We do that through different events such as our podcast. We also have different psychoeducation events similar to these, where we speak to the community about different topics such as breaking the stigma for one, sports and mental health. We also talk about mental health law and policy for those who've been discriminated against because of their mental health. We also have different events that are innovative in ways so that way we get people's attention. Like I know around Christmas time we had a event called Cuffing Season and Mental Health, so that was pretty cool. So let's see what else. So our mission, the Minority Psychology Network, strives to reduce the stigma that surrounds mental health within minority communities by spreading education about how stigma is formed and maintained culturally and environmentally. Through this network, we aim to facilitate accessibility to mental health and culturally relatable personnel for members in minority communities. So as I stated, I'm the CEO and founder. Our secretary is Carmen, our treasurer is Paige, and our chair of the board and also clinical director is Dr. Monica. We do have consultants as well, and we have different committees a part of the organization. We are a national organization. We have members that are in Texas. Our home base is here in California, New York, Louisiana, Chicago, Maryland, Virginia, pretty much a lot of places where, we all have the same passion and vision to, try to combat the stigma regarding mental health. So these are the different committees that we have, and I'm going to switch it over to Dominique, who is actually the chair of the Community Service Committee and also Spirituality and Mental Health.
Hello, everybody. So as Successful mentioned, we do have a lot of committees that are aimed to focus on various aspects in our world. And then we just try to use those committees to break stigmas of mental health that might come up in those situations. So like Successful says, we have education and mental health law and policy, events planning, sports and mental health, fundraising, social media, spirituality and mental health, community outreach, entertainment and mental health, forensic psychology and mental health. So I'll go into deeper on what these committees are. So with the Education Committee, it aims to educate the general public and community about our nonprofit organization, which includes our mission, vision, and purpose. This committee works to provide knowledge and insight to minority communities in effort to support in efforts to break the stigma related to the mental health committee. So I am in that committee. We do have subgroups, which is the fitness committee, and this is aimed to educate the public and minority communities on how to use physical activities as an alternate way to address the mental health. Veterans committee is just aimed to help educate and facilitate psychoeducation and resources for the veterans and their families in the minority communities. And entertainment community, this committee aims to spread awareness on how mental health is important in all mediums and how the mediums can consequently affect our communities, such as the minority communities. This awareness will allow people to see the important connections between entertainment and mental health. So with the Education Committee, we really just help we can help other committees in our organization, as well as we do put our own events on different diagnoses and what it might look like. We make sure we state very clearly in the beginning of any of our presentations or panels that it's not a counseling session. It's just here to explain more on diagnosis or different situations that might occur and how these situations how these diagnoses might play out in minorities and what are some of the barriers, and then how we can address them by seeking services in the community. So then we have the ethics committee. This ensures that the major strategic decisions are made regarding the activities related to the nonprofit organization while being carried out in an ethical manner in accordance with the national and international law. So this committee does a great job making sure that all the members, interns, stay apart on what we are as a committee, making sure we are good with our social media, how we are conducting ourselves throughout the committee. So they did a really good job. Events planning committee. This committee aims to break the stigma regarding mental health in minority communities throughout interactive workshops, discussions, and other activities. Then we have the sports and mental health. This is a committee aims to address the challenges that minority athletes of all levels, K through 12, collegiate and professional, endure before, during, and after their collegiate journey. So they do a really good job with just, I know with the pandemic, a lot of kids weren't able to play sports. So we address how coaches can break that barrier of checking in on their players and how their lives that might be shaped with sports might change since the pandemic is we see continual effects of things being shut down. So we did a really good job with having different panels and having professionals come and talk on that. The fundraising committee aims to raise funds to ensure the financial viability and stability of the nonprofit organization to then help spread awareness on mental health. With this, we have different fundraising events. I know we had one last night where we have different events where people can pop in on Facebook Live, and we can pick them to be a winner of different things. We also had grants of scholarships for high school students last year that we did, and I believe this year too. So we always like to help the community. We're very focused on that. And then the resource committee aims to facilitate the minority communities with access to minority mental health professionals. Successful, we'll talk about that later. We have a super cool app that's coming out later. So yeah, she'll love to share that. The social media and marketing committee aims to build a team of supporters who agree to amplify the nonprofit organization's message on social networking sites. This is accompanied by developing and implementing social media strategies while adhering to social media policy to maintain a professional and positive reflection upon the Minority Psychology Network and its members. Then we have the mental health and law policy, which this aims to bring a light to mental health issues that are often disregarded and overlooked in many minority communities by focusing on legal issues concerning mental illnesses, ranging from civil rights to access to light of individuals coping with mental illness. The committee aims to ensure the board has policies and procedures in place to guide the operation of the nonprofit organization in a legal manner. So with that one, we did really good with we were helping with the immigrant kids, as well as we did a drug policy conversation. So we do a lot of good things with those.
Thank you, Dominique. Yes, the committees stay busy. They meet every 2 weeks, and then we have our board meetings on every Thursday. And we get to discuss the different things that the committees have been planning and, going over. So it's really exciting just to see that we aim to actually hit as many components of mental health as possible, because a part of the stigma is people don't really realize how mental health affects your everyday life. And that's what we do in NPN. We try to showcase that by breaking it down into different components. So we do host several events throughout the year. Before COVID, we were like in person, going to different schools, as you can see on here, just going to different facilities. One of the events, I think we were in Dallas, Texas. Another one, we were here in LA where we had our own mental health workshop. And then we were at LA Tech, and then another school, of course. So we've had the opportunity to speak at several different places. Even during the pandemic, we had the opportunity to speak to Netflix employees. We also spoke to different employees for different We have one planned for State Farm. We were also just recently asked to go to Google's campus as well. So we have a lot of different events that we actually just try to make sure that we have the opportunity to give, mental health awareness and psychoeducation. Although we don't, facilitate any therapy sessions, we do connect individuals with mental health professionals or other resources that they may need. So this is our team. We have, as I stated, we're a national organization. So we have members that are in California. These are some members that are in Dallas, New York. So we're everywhere. We'll be in New York actually on August the 21st. We'll have a back to school toiletry drive. We also have a back to school event we were invited to here in LA. That's going to be on the 14th. And then we're doing a back to school toiletry resources and food drive in Dallas on August the 7th. These are more of our members. This is our LA team. And we just keep growing. We have so many people that, want to be a part. We have, we're a network of minority mental health professionals and advocates. I really believe that it's important to have advocates a part of the organization because, being able to share your lived experience and stories really help normalize the conversation, which is very essential. So I'm going to shoot it back to Dominique. She is the chair of the Community Outreach Committee, and they are so busy. A lot of events that I just named is what she is heading. So I'll let Dominique talk about this.
So I started doing the toiletry drives back in April of 2020. So it was right in the pandemic. I previously worked as a substance abuse counselor. I saw the need of just homeless individuals, unhoused individuals, not having the resources that they usually have if offices and GRs and things were like that if the community were open. So I thought, hey, why not kind of like risk my life and give toiletries in the height of the moment. So Successful was 100% behind me. The rest of the board members were 100% behind me. We were able to donate money. I made about 150 bags that consist of soap, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste. We had water. And then as the months progressed, I was able to bring in people who could make food. So I would have 100 bags. We would have 100 plates of food along with water. And that continues to go till today. And we're making sure the Community Outreach Committee ventures out in other community resources. So we're looking at helping in the nursing home, youth, adult daycares. We also done reading, as you can see, reading in the children's schools. We were there for Kobe's celebration as a way of honoring the community and understanding the hurt and pain as we all lost a great person in our minority community. We also spoke at Southwest High School. We spoke at Dorsey's High School. The Southwest, I believe, was like a college type of fair, but it was a lot of parents who were asking questions about having just some concerns with their children going away to college. So it was good that we were able to share our experiences as we all went through college. So that was really good. And then the high school fairs, those were just sharing our experiences with college as well.
Yes, and then also we have different virtual events as well. So like Dominique said, during the whole pandemic, we, was like, okay, we got to keep this going because we had a lot of in-person events that were planned. But before COVID, we were doing Zoom events because we are a national organization. So we have members that are everywhere and we want to reach the masses. So we decided, okay, so now we kind of got to up it a little bit. Instead of doing it maybe like once or twice a month, we need to do it like maybe every other week or something like that in order to keep it going. So we were having our workouts every Saturday morning. We're going to get that back started because we believe fitness and mental health definitely go together. Our sports and mental health talks that Dominique was talking about, so that way we can, touch the coaches, the athletes. We're actually planning in-person boot camp that's going to be on August the 29th. we're going to give more information about it, but we're going to have a trainer out there, and we're going to be at a park, and they're going to do like actual like fitness training. And then we're also going to have like a mental health discussion as well. So other events, we have Ask NPN. So this allows the community to ask us any questions about mental health, about NPN, about how to get resources, anything. Sometimes it is topic driven, where we have different topics that we're discussing, but we would like to allow the public to, have this moment for them to find out what exactly is mental health and psychology. These are other places that we've donated to. This one, the one in the middle, was in Dallas. LA Mission, of course, is out here in LA. So we try to make sure around the holidays that we have different like toy drives or food drives for the homeless. And then we do have our podcast. We just shot our podcast last night, actually. So we do it every month. They have different topics. This one right here is about relationships, then breaking the stigma. You can find the podcast on our YouTube channel, and it is on all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and things like that. And then we do have different webinars where we have people come on and speak. Here we had a lady by the name of Liz, who is the director of policy for California. She actually gave some really great insight and information. And I think we're planning a part 2 for this one as well. So recently, we were just awarded a $100,000 grant from the Booz Allen Innovation Fund. We also were just awarded a $25,000 grant from California Wellness, but this is for us to create our mobile mental health unit. So here you see our mobile mental health unit. It actually looks just like this. The bus is already wrapped on the outside. On the inside, it is getting renovated. It's going to have an office for therapy. It's going to have our conference room, screens, different places for people to sign in, sign out, for us to do our intake. We're going to give limited talk therapy. We'll connect them to minority mental health professionals through our app. So we do have an app that's being developed right now. It's almost done. So the app is going to include a directory of minority mental health professionals from all across the nation, hopefully the world soon. And this is going to help us break the stigma, give resources and information regarding mental health. So our launch for this is August the 28th at 3 p.m. at Leimert Park. We will be posting all of this information soon. So we're really excited about even having this opportunity. Our goal is to have even more buses. And we're also going to eventually build a brick and mortar for NPN and go on our mobile mental health tour. So we're just really excited about everything that we're doing with that. So this is a screenshot pretty much of the app. So we'll have the professional membership registration where all types of mental health professionals, minority mental health professionals can sign up. It'll be similar to Psychology Today, where they can go in and register to be a part of our directory. And then members can go on and sign up to get access to this directory. They'll also have information about different events that we'll be having, whether it's via Zoom or if it's in person. You'll be able to register. We'll also be giving mental health tips and resources and information. And this is just a little snippet of our press release from the $25,000 grant that we were just recently awarded. And here's our gear. So we have an online store where people can go to our website and purchase our shirts. We also have like phone cases and different things like this that come in different colors. And this is how to contact us. This is our website, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Twitter. We just recently got on TikTok. We haven't made any videos yet, but we will soon. They're actually making me do it. So looking forward to doing that. And yeah, if you'd like to donate to us, you can just go to our website, and here's our PayPal information and Zelle. And we're just so excited to have this opportunity. So thank you everybody so much.